Speed Tier 2 race, round 18 at the Mexico Grand Prix. No action as yet, but that is only because it's very early days. And if I sound a little bit clearer, it's not because I'm in your room. That would be very creepy. I've got a new headset. So, yes, I'm here. And Thomas, welcome once again. It's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure.
Yeah, thank you, man. Definitely. We're probably gonna see a lot more overtakes compared to Japan last week. Already one DRS zone extra, plus all the overtaking possibilities around this track will probably make it a wonderful race. Of course, with the battle between the two Ferrari guys, Ricky and Matrix, that's really gonna be interesting and something to look out for. But of course, we got the battle for the last couple of promotion spots as well, and the people who want to get themselves steady in tier 2 and don't have to worry about relegating as well. That's gonna be something to look out for in the next couple of races as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. Gonna be interesting to see what everyone can do on their quali runs and what the weather is gonna be for the race.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't know if it's the same for the guys on Twitch, but I believe that I've got the sound glitch where you got no sound in the session.
Oh, great.
Yeah, typical in it. Hopefully, it sorts itself out for the race. It has done in the past, but yeah, I've got no sound. So unfortunately, in this period of quali, we're going to have no sound on the engines. I thought it was a bit quiet for a second, but I'll just double check as well on the live feed. I'm sure people will comment if that is the case. But Juventus was the first driver out for this.
I got some inside info, and it's gonna be a wet start of the race.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be interesting. So we'll probably see everyone going out on the softest tire at the end of the session to set that ultimate lap. So yeah, it's all guns blazing, and everyone will do their absolute best to put their car as high up as the grid as possible.
Yes, that's very interesting. 'Cause obviously, with this strategy, you can do a two-stop in the dry and it work. So some people probably would have, especially the guys outside the top 10, would have looked perhaps starting on the medium tyre. But now, with rain, this will make Ricky, I think, very happy because obviously the championship for him, between himself and Matrix, is hotting up. Yellow's in sector 2 and 3, don't know who that is, but it's really, now that the constructors is all pretty much, it's almost wrapped up. Is it wrapped up yet, the Ferraris? I think it was.
It is wrapped up, yeah, Ferrari have on it.
So it's a case of them two battling it out, and Ricky is, well, he showed in Monza, he's got some superb pace on the wet tyre. Can Matrix have that same competitive edge as he has in the dry? We'll find out in the beginning of this race, but that will help Ricky out so much with the confidence of, okay, if I can qualify near the front and near Matrix and it's wet at the beginning, it's his golden chance to take points. And who knows, with rain, it can create all sorts of chaos. So yeah, this could be an interesting start to the race, and see how it develops from there.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to say something, but now I forgot it. That's great. Oh yeah, I wanted to say what Raikkonen said in the chat. That's what I wanted to say. Because he said that he had no sound as well last night during qualifying, but that was okay for the race. So you should probably be fine as well.
Yeah.
Of course, for the viewers on stream, you will probably hear again game sound during the race as Chinchinia puts in a 1:15.0. To be top of the leading board at the moment. We'll have a look at Ricky, who's coming through the stadium section right now, with Matrix coming up to the line first. 1:14.8. Ricky coming out of the line.
Yeah, he's coming.
That's close. That's really close. Two Ferraris back up there again. Yeah, just like sort of usual now. We're getting used to it. Ferrari 1-2.
Yeah, they've so close now, and as the first sort of laps come through, very early days. Yeah, I've had the issue with this sound, but the very first game I ever streamed, I think, on this, race I streamed on this game, had this issue, and yeah, it's weird. As soon as the session finishes, you get a sound. Yeah, it's just a weird glitch. Masters have to patch. They've done quite a few patches already, but haven't sorted out. But anyway, Ginger, he's in P3 and only just behind the two Ferrari guys, 115.019. Juventus 115.1, but still quite a few guys yet to do a lap. The Fallen, Dan Robbo, F1 Sophie, and Robin. As it looks like a Red Bull is going through. That could be R bar. Or, yeah, that would be R bar, I believe. Yep. He is on a hot lap, I think. Here he comes, the final corner. Is he going to pit? Yeah, oh no, he's pitting. So he's went pretty hard on that in lap. So I'm guessing he's hoping that he doesn't need to use those tyres. Well, then again, he won't need to use those tyres now. It's irrelevant. That's probably why he was going so fast, because the tyre won't be used in the race. Elsewhere, MP Motorsport, he is doing a couple of laps on the softs in this lap because he's got no and is way down on his previous best. But he is in P9. Matty Robbo P10, and Dan, who did his time on the mediums, is now selected his soft, and he's the last of the timed runners.
Yeah, we got. Now I'm on board with Ricky, who is on another quick lap.
Yeah,
coming to the S section, you saw something, or?
Yeah, it's just Matrix and the two alphas going out of the pits at the same time, but obviously ghosting. But it's going to have a bit of traffic there for Matrix. He'll have to back out a bit. Still very early days, but yeah, Ricky. I'm on board with Ricky now, as he's in the stadium section. It's all very neat and tidy. And the last corner is so important to get a good slow in, fast out, and Ricky pits. So
yeah, I think he invalidated somewhere.
Yeah,
I think so at least. Yeah, I'm gonna go on board with Matrix again, and I will let you guys through a lap around Mexico City to let you guys see what's a lap like. And I think Matrix is the ideal person to do that with, because he will probably bang in another best lap of the session. At least if he is not invalidating it.
Yeah, let me know. I'm just trying to see who's close towards the end of the lap.
Yeah, they're now, like, I think Matrix got Dan in front of him. Yeah, so he's now between both Sauber drivers. So Dan is crossing the line now. Matrix will set it up.
Yep.
I will lead you guys through a lap here around Mexico. So, important to get a good exit now, up through the gears, DRS activated, and then it's just a very, very long straight. Yeah, tricky for the drivers, what downforce am I gonna run? You got the S section as well in sector 2, so hard braking, coming up to turn 1. Want to stay as wide as possible for turn 2 and 3, can cut it on the inside, don't run wide. Now up to the second DRS section, up through the gears, probably 8 gear. No, he stays in 7, hard braking again. Really tight, left, right as well. Need to get a good exit, and then up to the double right-hander. As you will enter the S section right now. Stay as wide as possible to get the best possible entry, and he's doing riding those curbs. Now right, left, you got the X section done. Great job. Up to the end of sector 2, and then into the stadium section. He's really riding those curves, got great exits. Now really tricky, don't touch the curves, don't lose the car, really tricky. Low grip, and then a really long right-hander up to the line. Important to get a good exit. It will hurt you for the rest of the straight. Matrix, it's a 1:14.3, 6 tenths clear of Ricky. Great lap from Matrix.
Yeah, managed to. That was great commentary as well, because just seeing his lines as well is for an old tier 3 bandit as myself. This is great. Unfortunately, it could have done with seeing that before my race yesterday, but yeah, no, I was able to. I hid the UI, all that sort of thing. So it was just the onboard footage there. So hopefully the viewers could appreciate that. I had uninterrupted nothing on the screen, but just that on board there, and that flying lap of Matrix really getting himself some daylight now from the field. Ginger Ninja has improved, and he's now into P2. He, in fact, actually did, I think, almost better. I think he might have bettered Matrix's previous best lap. But we are getting towards the tail end of this session, the important part where the track's at its grippiest, and it's the guys' last attempts. Very shortly will be their last attempts on getting the best possible position for the start of this wet Grand Prix.
It's a tricky one now. Like you can gamble to do 2 runs now with 6 minutes to go, but it's gonna be really tight. If I was Matrix who was coming in now, I would just wait for like the last 2 minutes, then go out, set your best outlet possible, get those tires up to the ultimate temperature, and then go for that last ultimate lap to really make sure you got pole position. If not, he has it already with a 114.3. He is 5 tenths clear of Cincinnati, who's doing quite a good job, and Ricky won't be happy about it. He will probably be pissed at himself, and he wants to improve. Otherwise, he had to start behind Matrix instead of next to him.
Matty Robbo's just coming now in the final corner. He's improved slightly on his time, and he moves up into P9. So a good lap, a good improvement for him. Very close though. If you look at the top from fourth to 12th, separated by half a second. So if any of these guys can get a bit of an improvement, it could dramatically affect their starting grid position for the race.
Yeah, especially at the end of the session, it's really easy to make up that time, especially a half a second. The track has a lot of grip to offer, and if you cut the lap right, you can easily gain half a second. So yeah, it's definitely Roland. He's not sure of P4, I can tell you that one, and he really needs to set a really good last lap to make sure he's in that position. But already well done to him. Didn't expect him to be in that position where he is right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking that he's really improved. Obviously, he never really has that much time to practice. But the last couple of races anyway. But yeah, good showing so far. I'm watching Mitch as he is on what could possibly be. He's going to have to make a decision, obviously. If it's a slow time, he'll just pit now and he'll have a chance to do another run. Otherwise, he'll struggle to get back and do an in-lap and then get to the pits, I think. He's got 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. He will know now how much time he's got left. And there's a Ferrari ahead, which may have caught him off guard. He's going for it anyway. Going to the line. It's a 1:15.2, so it was worth it. It has improved him up into P8. He's got a speed now because unless that was his last soft, I don't think he's got enough time left. I think he might struggle. Matrix is on another hot lap, and Ricky is as well. Ricky's on the medium, weirdly. I don't.
That's a strange call.
Yeah, I don't know why he's on the medium. Because I guess he'd struggle to improve his time, so maybe he's looking at just doing some race simulation towards the end. But Matrix, let's see what his sector is like. I didn't see the first sector, but he is in sector 2 now. Or he might have got invalidation there. He was so close. Oh, F1 Sophie's retired. So that is a crash, and Matrix I think it must have invalidated because he's gone right down on the ERS. So Matrix will not improve. Ricky, meanwhile, he's on hot lap but on mediums, so he's surely not going to improve on his best time so far. No, he's not. He's half a second down. So unless he's messed up, but he couldn't have messed up because he wouldn't have done 2 laps. So I mean, he might be able to pit now, which he's going to do. Oh, it's going to be tight whether he'll be able to get out in time. I think Ricky might have. That's a weird decision there. I don't know what happened. Looking in the chat, KV says, "Good evening, guys. Fresh off his first podium in Contest of Speed. Good luck to all Tier 2 drivers from Dartmark. And let's go Ricky from Barakazi.
Yeah, good luck pronouncing that name.
Yeah, Sem or Kem Barukazi, I'm going to call him.
Good effort.
Roland, he is one of the first guys out on his final run. He is.
And that was an invalidation, I think.
Yeah, it was an
it
invalidation.
was.
Ah, it's a shame. Cut too much.
Load everything up. Just brake hard, otherwise you have a low battery at the end of the lap. Well, these tires will be. It's really hard on the soft tires if you do another quick lap because they will be screwed up. Never mind what I say because we have a wet race. So
that's it. Yeah, you can go
never
again.
mind. He can do another lap. No worries. He needs to put in overtake though.
Yeah, he hasn't
Which
at all.
he does right now. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But his teammate, okay, and he's not put in DRS, so
he's given up.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, has he given up on it? He's just giving his teammate slipstream, I think.
And Ricky is not going to make it. Ricky's only just come out of the pits. He's not going to make it at all. So Ricky has the hope that no one improves because, yeah, he's no way he's going to get there before the end.
Yeah.
Matrix did though. Matrix has been able to do an outlap and in lap. He will be able to start one more final run. Matrix will get that chance. Ginger Ninja has a lot of the quick guys out on hot laps. Out laps. I think though Ginger Ninja's left it too late as well. Unless we've got the same. We got the same issue again, haven't we? We must have the issue.
I think we got the same issue because I see a lot of people who are not gonna make it. So
yeah, it's just another brilliant glitch. So we got no sound of cars, and the qualifying time is.
That's probably why we didn't see any people going out at the start of the session. They probably went out straight away, but because we were like ahead in time.
Yeah.
It just didn't show us. Yeah, Matrix now. He's gonna improve. No, he's 2/10 up on his time. So or down on his time, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, and in the Netherlands we say the other way around.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna improve. I think so.
Yeah, let's see how good he is around this section. The track is grippier. Is he got? Oh, it's very close, but it's. Oh no.
Oh no, that's lap over. Yeah, it's lap over.
So next.
Engineer, he's 2/10. He's 2/10 up on his lap, so he's gonna go for an improvement.
No, he's a 10th down.
No, he's a 10th down now. Okay, never mind.
Oh, so Arbar's the first one to complete the lap. Trying to find who else is so far. So Dan Robbo's the next one. He's 6 thousandths quicker than he was in his previous best. 6 thousandths would match him with Arbar at the moment. Can he improve any more though? No, he doesn't. He doesn't improve. Here comes Roland. So Roland's going to go out. He's slightly down before. He does improve, so he stays up in P4. Who else have we got then? Here
Ricky
comes
now
the
coming up to the line.
Oh,
Ricky!
P2!
114.7. P2 for the Ferrari engineer comes in.
Yes. So trying to find who else is there. Juventus. Oh, Juventus is not doing it either. Wisey Boy is coming through, taking a wide line, but he's not going to be competitive. P12 is all it is.
That's it.
I think that's it because Juventus is not doing hot laps. So that is it. Mitch didn't do a lap time either. He stayed in the pits. So hopefully we get sound now once everyone completes. But yeah, so it's a Ferrari 1-2 once again. Matrix and Ricky.
Yeah, once again the two Ferraris 1-2.
Ricky will be happy with that
now,
though.
Yeah, and Ricky wants to do what he couldn't do last week, and that's getting past Matrix on the first lap. He's got a good opportunity though. If Matrix gets a better start, there's not everything lost already, because you can just stuck in his slipstream and try it again before you got the first corner, because it's such a long way down to that turn one. So yeah, he can definitely do it. Well, yeah, he of course doesn't want to ruin his race or Matrix's race, so they will be careful. But Ricky, knowing him, he will definitely go for it at turn 1 if he's got the chance.
The good news is I've got sound back.
Yes, get in.
Yes. Ah,
We got
now I
some
can
people
hear
in
the
the chat
crowd.
as well. Domres, he says good luck and don't take a B. That's a good one. And we got Barakazi, he says it's a Turkish name, so that's why it's difficult to pronounce because we're both not Turkish. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why we struggle.
We have our excuses.
I always have.
So yeah, Matrix
Um,
P1, Ricky 2.
yeah, to be fair, we have seen Matrix pull away by a lot more during qualifying. 3 tenths only is the cap. I see him doing like laps or like 6-7 tenths faster as the rain is coming down. And especially now with the rain, it's gonna be equaling out the field. So interesting to see how this is gonna go. Last time we had rain was at the Singapore Grand Prix, and Matrix was really struggling in the rain. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and he wasn't that quick at Monza either, was he? He struggled. He struggled with that aspects as well. But and before that race got abrupted by the lobbies kicking everyone out. But yeah. Oh, Robin, we got him.
Oh, Robin,
We're never
that's
gonna
a
get
rookie
someone.
mistake.
No one's ever. I don't think anyone's ever kept it to the actual.
I don't think so. No,
No.
at tier 1 I think we did it once or twice. Well, for a very long time we haven't done it as well. It's like people really struggling with it.
I think the punishment's not strong enough. People are just like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take the penalty point.
So Matrix is the first one to get used to the conditions, and yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be for the rest of the race. They told me it was gonna be red at the start, but I don't know if it's gonna be wet all the way. Oh, never mind. Inters for 20 minutes is the forecast. Okay. So yeah, probably guys need to make a second stop on the Inters. I don't know how they will last. I didn't do any wet practice. I didn't do any practice at all. But I don't know how long these Inters will last. But maybe these guys need to make another stop before it maybe dries out.
Yeah, likewise, I didn't do any practicing whatsoever in the wet. I don't think I've ever driven this track in the wet, and I think a lot of people wouldn't have either. So the people that have done this, good on them, because they should reap the rewards of that experience. It's yeah. Well, who are we going to go for then for this win?
I'm gonna go for Ginginia. I know he's really strong in the rain, and I know Matrix isn't. And for some reason, I just feel Ricky's gonna bottle this one. I don't know why. That's no shot or savage or things like that. I just got that feeling that he's not gonna. He's got too much pressure on himself, I think, knowing that he needs to do it for the championship. He's now behind. I think for the first time really in this season he's behind someone in the championship. And I think the pressure is just going to be a little bit too much for him. And I think Engineer is going to take this one.
And the two Ferraris
yeah.
ghosting.
Tactic as well, just make one car of them both.
They're that close. It's definitely realistic. You definitely see Vettel and Leclerc doing this before they start.
Yeah, just going inside each other. Okay, wait. Never mind, that sounds really weird. I've not said that, we're just gonna focus on the start of the race. Let's see, the rain is coming down. Everyone has lined up to the grid. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. Yes, finally we go. It's back in F1 2018 again. And Ricky with a really good start. He's side by side already. Engineer with a really poor start. And Roland, I don't know what happened to him, but Roland, what happened?
Oh!
It's Ricky up to P1. He takes it.
Oh, there was a bit of chaos. The two Alphas made a bit of contact. Looks like Roland also lost out majorly. He's got no grip whatsoever on that car, and he's just falling down the field. Now getting overtaken by Dan Robin. Oh no! No
way!
Massive contact.
Double move and it didn't work out, and now we got probably Engineer with front wing damage. Ricky as well, I think. That was a really dangerous move from Engineer. Now Matrix tries to go around the outside. Move is not gonna work, but I think Ricky's got wing damage. I don't know. I think he might have got away with it. Looking at that wing, both end plates are there. I think he got away with it. He hasn't got wing damage somehow. But I was looking in the background. It looked like Roland missed his braking points massively, and he just took Dan out. He took a whole load of people out. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Then he went a little bit deep, collided with Roland.
Yeah,
made a spun, and that's him in last place. But Roland, oh man, I've not seen such a bad start in a very long time. From P4 down to P11, he's really struggling in those conditions. We can really tell he's not practiced at all with wet conditions.
And Matrix, Ricky's not happy here at the moment. Matrix is looking the quicker driver in these wet conditions. Ricky losing the back end ever so slightly. Oh, he's having a little look down the inside, but decides against it for now. And Ginger Ninja, he definitely has wing damage, and he is desperately trying to defend. And R is going to be on the inside of Roland, and MP's going to come through. Look at MP, he's up in a P6 already, and terrible lap there. They're all struggling. Ginger Ninja, and this is the part of the track we're going to lose all the time to the Ferrari guys, because we're our front. They just cannot get the power down.
MP, he corner cut it there, and I think he's got to give back that position, but he isn't. And he got past Robin. I know Robin is really strong in those wet conditions, but he's just got. He just can't get into the rhythm. And I think there was an illegal overtake from MP, but he's not got a penalty for it, so that's really strange. But fair enough, Robin's got some overtakes to do, and Engineer, he's just forming a train behind him. And the two Ferraris are just running away with it. But Matrix now in the slipstream, going down the inside. No, not gonna go for it.
Ricky breaks. Gonna take the next one. He's Matrix gets behind Ricky. What can they do? On board. This is one of the two races now. Two Ferraris battling it. This is for the championship. With just a few more races to go. But Ricky, he does best in these situations, and putting the for another lap, it looks like. And somehow Ginger is still holding on to that third place. R-Bar in fourth, MP dropping off behind R-Bar, so I don't know if he made a mistake, but he's 1.5 seconds behind R-Bar now. And Robin's all over the back of him as well, so I think they're battling going on. Mitch is quite doing his business in P7. The Fallen, he's doing a good job as well, moving up to P8. But Roland, unfortunate for him, Roland just had a shocker and is all the way down in P12.
Yeah, it really is a shame for him. Yeah, Engineer is just holding up the pack. He's just bringing it all back together. All the gaps that has been formed are now closing in. But he's got a really good exit coming up to the straight, and that made Arbar not being able to get past him, and he will be stuck for probably another lap to get past Engineer, and that will be really good news for MP and Robin to close back up again. Well, Robin, instead of looking forward, he needs to look backwards.
The Ferrari tries to make contact.
No way!
Ricky and Matrix. Matrix waits for fair play in Matrix, but it means that this race is right up back. They're all together again. But Ricky, Matrix just made a bit of contact. There wasn't really any defending going on. But Matrix just braked a little bit later, clipped the back, and forced Ricky into a semi-spin. But Matrix waited for Ricky to straighten the car up again, and thankfully they had enough of a gap. So drama, but no issues there. Fair play to Matrix. He knew he was in the wrong and allowed for that to continue. MP gets the first penalty. They're for it now. That's Ginger Ninja. Yes, Ginger Ninja's just getting the final corner right. I think now our bar's closer than ever. They see the Ferrari cars are closest chance to get past the stricken, damaged Mercedes. But without the DRS, it's just so much harder for those guys to catch up. Oh, it's yeah.
Yeah, I saw some debris flying off, but I can't see any damage for the Ferrari drivers.
No.
Oh, Matrix is gonna go for it. No, he isn't. And I saw yellow in sector 1, that's Roland, he probably spun.
He went really deep though, and Matrix could get the switch back, but he thinks better off it. And still they can't get past Ginger Ninja. Fair play.
Yeah, now the Ferraris are creating the gap again, and it must be really disappointing for Ray Bar that he can't get past. He sees the Ferrari just disappear.
Yeah, yeah, Ginger Ninja's really struggling now to get this car to turn. And obviously the spray is an issue for our bar. But yeah, what a fantastic start to this race. Oh, they're all, yeah, Ginger Ninja cannot keep this thing on. I don't know how. I would be as competitive as he is on pace. But he's got that straight line speed. With that wing damage, it's allowing him to eke out down the straight. And Matrix lost a bit of time.
But this is exactly what we saw at Singapore as well. Ginger Ninja, he was holding up. It was great defending from him compared to Matrix in the wet as well. And he picked up wing damage. And instead of going to the pits, he just hold on. And yeah, he's just doing some great defending. But imagine him being with a full front wing. And then he would have been in a battle with the two Ferraris. And now he's really struggling. He got a really bad line. Really bad apex going to the end of sector 1. A Raybar can't get past, and MP is looking for it. Round the outside, switchback.
He has to be careful though, because Robin's waiting.
Oh,
there's a bit of contact.
Oh.
But he managed to not get any further damage. And Ginger still holds on to that P3 for now. But it's keeping the battle for P3 really interesting, because you've got this big train of cars in the way, and MP cuts the corner again. The run on our bar. Here we go, down the inside. MP moves up into P4. Oh,
no, Raybar orders it around the outside. Now he turns into the inside. And great defending. And Robin is going to go for it as well.
It's not going to work.
No, Robin can't make it. That's great defending from Arbar. Really good stop. We thought the move was gonna be done, but he held it around the outside, and now Robin is looking at threat for MP. It's great slipstream, and now Robin, he needs to get past, otherwise MP will make a move on Raybar. MP is defending the inside. Robin, he needs to go around the outside. Maybe he's gonna go for a switchback. Let's see, he tries to hold on, not gonna work. Switchback. Oh, they touch again.
And
all these guys are struggling.
And MP's got the ERS here on our bar, round the outside into the braking. Now will the Red Bull brake late? No, he doesn't, and that means the Renault can go around the outside, and he's got the inside line. Brilliant move. If he can complete it now, which he should do with the double. Oh, he goes too deep, and that's going to cost him a couple of places, surely. Oh, he had the position.
Is he going to hold on around the outside?
He's trying. No, they made contact. Oh, they just avoid hitting the wall. But that's going to cost MP a load of places. They're all falling off here. And that's allowed me P5.
Mitch, he's really enjoying these battles in front of him. And Arbar, he can now focus on getting past Ginginia. And what is going on at the back? Robin going for a move on Fall on the defense as well. And that's Juventus now down the inside of Robin. And they're both gonna go for it side by side, coming up to the straight. Robin holds somebody needs to defend now. Juventus with no DRS of course because it's raining, but with ERS goes for a move down the inside. Robin is not defending the inside. He leaves space for Juventus to make a move, and Juventus is probably gonna take it. No, he isn't. He broke way too early, or Robin made a really good braking move, and then Robin hold on to that P7. And Arbar, Gigi is just pulling away. Mitch is getting close to Arbar instead of Arbar getting close to Gigi, so that's gonna be interesting. And still, Matrix behind Ricky now. But the two for us are really pulling away from Gigi with his front wing damage. You can clearly see it on the right hand side of his front wing. He's got the damage, and it's going to be interesting to see if he will change it when these guys need to make their first stop. But for now, yeah, Fallen is really slow compared to Arbar, Ginginia and Mitch. And Robin is desperate to get past him. You can see he's almost within his gearbox. Robin Lee needs to make a move. As I say that, around the outside.
Oh,
lovely
they done
move.
it. Brilliant.
Lovely move from Robin. Really good stuff. And now he can focus on the three guys ahead of him.
Yeah, Ricky, and he's now pulling away from Matrix, so he's getting the hang of these wet conditions, and it's just slowly eking away. But yeah, I think Ginger Ninja wasn't. Oh, Ginger Ninja's under pressure now. Arbar's been able to save his ERS. They're going into turn one. Now the Mercedes looks like he's run a bit deep, which he has done. But yeah, I think it was just because of the battling it gave Ginger breathing space. But he definitely wasn't faster. And again, they're side by side. All the ERS can. And he's going to. Will he try and get around the outside? He will try it. And he can get it done, surely. He just needs to. Oh, he was too generous. He was too generous there. If I was him, I had the race line. I just would have gently squeezed that Mercedes out. But I'm sure a Ricky would have done that. But it was too kind, and it's costing these guys any chance of a win. And it's giving Ginger Ninja, although he will have to pit, it's giving him a chance to get this P3.
He will definitely. She's in the defense. He runs wide again. Holds on to P3. Robin now he really closed up the gap. He's really quick in these conditions. But Arbar, he's struggling so much to get past Ginginia with a full front ring. He probably wants to do it now.
He's got no ERS though. He's using all the ERS during the lap. He needs to get off the ERS and have, because he's got nothing. He's got absolutely nothing, and he would have been in a prime opportunity right then to make the move down the straight. But he's just got to run no ERS right now and save it again. Because Mitch behind him has 84% and is going to get a huge amount of speed here down this straight.
Yeah, but Mitch wants to make a move. He can easily do it compared to Arbar. So yeah, you really need to watch out for that as well. And we got two guys in the chat. We got Domres who said there was no contact between Ricky and Matrix. It was just Ricky going wide and almost spun, and Matrix trying to go for the move. Tichy saw that as well.
Right.
So yeah, I think it was just like the moment we switched to those guys that it looked like they made contact. But that really makes clear why they both got no damage. So yeah, no contact, just Ricky making a mistake. But he's 1.1 second, now 1 second away from Matrix. And at the moment Ricky is taking back the championship lead.
Good battle here for P8. The Fallen is struggling for pace. And,
Ricky's in.
Oh wow.
Race leader.
So that
making
is
a pit stop again for Inter, so that says to me that it's not gonna dry up very soon.
No, you're right.
If he makes that pit stop. And now it's gonna be interesting to see what lap times he can do. if Matrix is not gonna stop and he continues on, then Ricky will probably gain a lot of time. If he's
Oh
gonna
no,
stop the next lap, it's gonna be really close because Ricky now, he
he's
will
come
be
out in the
stuck
traffic.
behind those guys.
He has.
Yeah.
He's just come out in the back of that field. It's not going to work out at all because they're all battling it out. So Ricky's going to really struggle to make any inroads. And will he relay that info to Matrix, I wonder?
Last race they were not in a party together because they got the constructors wrapped up. So I think he won't tell Matrix, but if Matrix is smart enough and he will have the full minimap on the bottom left of the screen, he will see that Ricky is stuck in traffic and he needs to continue on with what he's doing at the moment because he's pulling away from Engineer, of course, with the damaged front wing, and he's pulling away from Ricky as well because he's just stuck behind the guys all of the likes of Wisey Boy, Matty Robo and Dan.
Oh, the Fallen. I don't know if he made contact with Wisey Boy there, but the Fallen lost. It was a terrible camera angle, and yeah, Ricky's really struggling to get past all these guys. It's forcing him to. And this could be where he gets penalty. Oh no! This is it. This is it. That's what I was about to say. He forced him to be aggressive. He's got wing damage, and disaster struck for Ricky because that's yellow damage. As MP.
There's yellow damage for Ricky. Oh, this is gonna hurt him in the championship. No way.
Massive.
Look at the gap.
And Matrix did pit. Matrix pitted that lap, so he obviously didn't see it, and now he is in this battle. So he could end up with wing damage if he's not careful. Because he's now joined up with this huge squabble of carts, so he obviously was just retaliating to what Ricky was doing. He's got ahead of Ricky, but he won't know that Ricky's got wing damage. So he might end up being aggressive here, and he could end up with damage. Oh, Ricky's making a move down the inside of the Haas, which has also got wing damage. Oh, and this is the problem. They're all battling it out for position. But Matty Robbo, yeah, he's got wing damage. Yeah, they're both. This is terrible for Ricky. I mean, he could still come out. Well, this is the thing. The guys in P1, P2 right now. If Mitch could get past Ginger Ninja and eke out that position now, he could seriously challenge the Ferrari guys because they are in traffic.
They are, and now, oh, yeah, but he's got to make. If he makes a stop, he will probably change the front wing as well, so that will add 5 seconds onto his time. So maybe Mitch or Arba are now in the fight as well, together with Real or Life. It's a little bit of a gap down to Juventus, so we got the top 4 now really close together, and that's all because of the engineer great defending as Matrix got past. Matrix got past Wisey Boy, but now he's stuck in the Juventus train. So it's going to be interesting to see when the top 4 is going to make their pit stop and see where they come out compared to Matrix now.
Ricky has got into P10. He's managed to pass the other damaged wing driver of Matty Robbo. But yeah, this is dramatic scenes here for this race. But how is Ginger Ninja held on?
Oh, Matty Robbo! He got past Ricky again. They're now side by side. Oh, they leave the space. Fair play. But it's Matty Robbo around the outside of Ricky. Oh, the Welshman, he will be frustrated about this one. Stuck behind Matty Robbo again. And fair play to Matty. He's got something to fight for. Last point in this race. And he's saying, like, you can be second in the championship, but I'm gonna take this final point. And fair play to him.
And he's defending it like it's the final lap of the race. And he's just able to hold on the apex, and Ricky has to be careful that he doesn't lose a spot to Dan. Oh, it's good. This could be a good move though. What a move around the outside, but oh no, he doesn't. Matty Robbo's still got it. And Dan is following right up behind them. Mitch, meanwhile, is really close now behind Ginger Ninja. A tenth of a second separates them. As Ricky gets past, but here comes Dan. 3 wide going down the straight here. And they think better off it. But Ricky runs
Ricky
deep.
went wide. Now with the switchback Better exit. I don't think this is gonna work. It will defend the inside. Oh, no way. That's Ricky into P10 confirmed. And now he needs to pull away. And Matrix is still stuck.
Yeah. It's difficult to overtake round here. When you haven't got DRS, it's so much harder. And it's
well, there's just one thing I'm just gonna get like through in my head, because why have the Ferraris made a stop and the rest of the grid not? Why is everyone going on the same tire they started on, and are the Ferrari guys making a stop because they were cruising in front of the field? They had nothing to worry about. Oh, as Matrix had to stop, and that caused YC Boy with a damaged front wing, I think. But yeah, both Ferraris are the only ones that Matrix picks up 3 seconds. Both of the Ferraris are the only ones who made a stop so far. The rest is just going on. They're on 15 lap all inters, and the guys with fresh inters, the both Ferraris, are just struggling to get through the field. And as it stands right now, if they got to make another stop, they will lose a lot of time, maybe even both the 1-2, especially Ricky with the damaged front wing.
Yeah, I think the rest of the guys are just hoping for the track to dry. They've been given info to suggest that the track will, the rain will stop, and with this game it does dry out pretty quickly. So I think that's probably what they're trying to achieve here, which I think makes sense, because there's no doubt if it stops raining, effectively we are looking at Ginger Ninja. Obviously his pit stop will be longer, so effectively we're looking at Mitch could be inheriting the race lead once the pit stops occur.
Yeah, if it's gonna dry up, then the Ferraris will be kicking themselves because they have made a big mistake. And Robin is looking, can't make the mistake though. These 4 guys are still so close together, but Ginginia is doing an amazing job as then Robo is getting past Sophie. But Ginginia, fair play to him with a damaged front wing. He's holding on for 16 laps already, and no one is able to get past him. Or is Mitch now? As I say, commentator's curse. Mitch trying to go for a move, but he's just a little bit too far away.
But will the Mercedes
really make the mistake? Ginginia runs deep. Switch back for Mitch.
You get a good run though.
And Robin got past Arbar.
Yeah.
There's Robin up to P3, and he's looking to get past Mitch and Ginginia now. As Mitch can't get past Ginginia, so it's still stuck in P2, and he's probably getting frustrated even more every single lap.
Mitch has to make the move.
Hey, look at then. Look at then. Hard tires. It stopped raining.
Yeah. It has. So there you go.
Is it time already? No, it's not.
No, not yet. But it has stopped raining.
You can see him struggling. Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan.
Nah, it's not dry yet. I mean, that was very advantageous of him. It's definitely stopped raining, so this track will dry out quickly. This is Mitch's chance now to attack, get that race lead and pull away, because he has a great chance of taking his first victory if he can. He's got a lot of prime
position now.
He's got a lot of ERS as well. So here we go. Down the straight. Mitch has got a great run. It's tight. Here we go. Mitch round the outside. He's taken the lead. Will he be able to outbrake the Mercedes? He does.
He will.
Done it. If he can hold the speed, he doesn't. He gives the Mercedes space. Surely he's got the run though, and he's got the inside line. Here they go. Surely he just needs to brake later. Just brake later. No, he doesn't.
No,
he's too. No, you got to go for that. That was a chance because now he's under threat from Robin. Against someone with a damaged wing, you sometimes
really have to make that move.
You got to be aggressive. You know, it's all right having elbows out. You can't because this is crucial. This is crucial for the victory. It's not over though, because Arba, Robin are struggling behind as well. But he needs to get past. And Dan is struggling so much, he's got a 5-second penalty, so he must have completely
Dan is struggling, but I
corner-cutted.
think he's just given up on a good result and he's just helping Mitch to let him know when it's time for the dry tires or not. I think that's the strategy, because everyone else they won't know, and then he can tell if it's time for dry tires. So I think this can be a really good strategy called by the Sauber boys. But Mitch, he's not gonna get past. Robin as well, it just stays like it is, and Sophie's into the pits, so she's probably gonna... No, she's put on another set of inters.
Oh, Dan Robbo is retired. Oh, the Mercedes runs wide!
Oh, he lost it!
He's lost the rear end! Still trying to back through, but now this is Mitch's chance. A terrible camera angle. He's done it. Surely he's done it. He has. Mitch takes the lead. What could be a crucial, and he didn't get any wing damage either. So Mitch takes the lead, crucially. And Ginger Ninja is holding on to that P2. So there you go. Mitch can now start to pull away. Just before it gets to the pit stop window as well.
Yeah, I can see it really drying up now, and this is crucial for Mitch, as Dan is closing in. I think he
oh no,
picked up the
Robin
pace.
crashed! Robin's crashed, sorry there. Robin lost the rear end and he's got wing damage, I think.
Yep, yes, right hand side, lost it completely. Oh no, Robin.
Right
oh
at the
no.
I mean, thankfully, coming towards the stops, but he's going to lose time. And Ricky, obviously, Ricky will lose time. Ricky's actually done quite good pace. Robin's hoping, Robin pitting now.
Albar's in.
Matrix as
Albar
well.
and Robin both in.
I don't know.
Albar pitted for hard tires. Robin as well. And a front wing change.
I don't think
Matrix
it's
on mediums.
Yeah, I don't think it's early. I think it's too early. It's still very wet. It's still wet on this track.
Ronald is still losing time compared to Fallen. And Fallen is on inters and Ronald is on dry tires. I don't know how representative it is, but you can clearly see that it is not time for dry tires.
No.
And yeah, and now Ricky with P4 and Matrix struggling. Ricky's gonna come back. He's defending from Juventus. Juventus struggling. And Ricky got past. P3 for Ricky. Now he needs to extend the gap because Matrix is struggling.
Oh, this championship could be turning on its head once.
Oh, Matrix was right. Yes, this is gonna get interesting now. Ricky on the inters, they are the better tire.
I just
and he
saw
will extend the gap.
the track. I just thought the track wasn't. It wasn't quite wet enough. Wasn't dry enough. There was still a lot of spray on the track. Yeah, I'm really surprised with that decision. As I think the next lap will probably be the lap. Mitch is staying out. Ginger Ninja's staying out. I think all the people that have stayed on the Inter will benefit for these next couple of laps. I really do. So Mitch has already pulled a 3.3 second gap between himself and Ginger Ninja as Juventus pits now. So that means there's just 5 guys left on the intermediate tyre. A gap to leader, so Ricky is 10.7 seconds behind Mitch. Obviously his pit stop will be longer, so too will Ginger Ninja. So at the moment Mitch is on course for he's going to have a massive gap because Arbar is already way down. He's 37 seconds already behind Mitch. Those dry tyres are still not quick. You're still losing time if you go onto those dries. So the Inter is still the tyre to be on. So unlike Singapore where the track dried out super quick, here at Mexico it has not. So I would stay out if I was Mitch, which he is. Smart. It's still not it's still not there. And of course, he has Dan to report to him.
Yeah, that's a really big fact. Ginger's in.
Yeah, Ginger's pit. So he's going to get his wing change, but it's still not quite dry enough because Arbar's 42 seconds behind now. Wow, this is real drama. Real drama. Ricky's on course here for a solid. I mean, MP as well. MP had to pit early because of damage. He could leapfrog a lot of these guys here because they have pitted on dries. Him and F1 Sophie are on course for some fantastic results. But Ricky, he could come home with P2 after all this, despite the wing change.
Yeah, and he's still quicker than Mitch with the wing damage. He is quicker. Of course, he's on much fresher inter tires, but this is just mental. And really, Mitch, like his tires, they will be screaming 100%. 20 laps on inters, almost 21 laps. And yeah, they will be saying to him, please make a stop, we can't hold it any longer. So he needs to watch out for punctures as well. But at the moment,
it's still not
the
dry
inters are
tire.
still quicker.
Yeah. Oh, Matrix gets another penalty.
Again, 3 seconds. He's giving away the championship lead, if not a lot of points compared to Ricky. And Ricky, he will be happy about the result as it stands right now with Matrix in P7. I was not expecting to say that watching back the last couple of races. 50 seconds now is the gap compared to Matrix. He's almost lapping Matrix, the championship leader. This is crazy stuff at the Mexico Grand Prix. We're seeing right here a ridiculously crazy race. Mental stuff.
This is what we want. You know, a little bit of rain sometimes can make races stagnant. Oh, there's a yellow in sector 3.
Matrix spun! Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Arbar and Matrix made contact and this Matrix spun around. And now Juventus is gonna get past. Matrix down into P8 and now Robin is all over the back. Oh, Matrix throwing away the championship lead. I asked for if Ricky was expecting an error of Matrix. He said no. But he's gonna get it at the Mexico Grand Prix as Matrix is throwing away the championship lead. And with Ricky in P2, he's gonna take back the championship lead into the couple of races. With 3 races left after this race, it's gonna be really interesting towards the end of the season.
This is what I was saying as well. It's okay for Matrix to be Ricky, but if he had a poor race, because Ricky can just always finish P2 to him, it's going to take him so long to get those points back, and having a result like this is not going to help. I think looking at the times, I think still the Inter is. I'm looking at Arbar and I'm looking at Ginger Ninja's times.
Ricky's in and medium tires and a front wing change. Is it time? Let's see. Matrix's time.
I think it's just about now time. I think it's getting to that point now where I'm looking at the overall gap, and Ginger Ninja and Mitch are level pegging on the lap times now. Sophie gets past MP, so F1 Sophie on fresh.
Oh, it's Mitch off.
Yes, he is.
He's got a puncture.
Oh no!
Right rear tire. He's got a puncture. Oh no!
Drama. Oh no!
You
And
can't script this. This is crazy.
Now can he
He's
limp
got a puncture.
He's got such a big gap, but this will mean Ricky will effectively inherit the lead because he. Oh no! Ricky spun. Ricky spun.
No way.
Ricky spun on
Ricky's
dry
off.
tires. Oh my God! Did he get any wing damage? And that means Ginger Ninja's gonna inherit the lead if he's. Oh my! I can't take this. Mitch is still in the lead, but Mitch can't turn. Mitch can't turn the car. He's almost in the wall. So F1 Sophie F1 Sophie and MP get past him. So that's one element.
And if they make a stop, they will be in front. So it's now F1 Sophie leading the race, and if she makes a stop, she will probably be still in front of the race. But she isn't, she's continuing on. But she's still extending the gap to Gingernia, so she's fine.
Yeah.
and Mitch is in. Oh, he will. Oh, I don't want to know what's going through his head right now. He will be so disappointed about what's happening. Jinjinia, he's losing time compared to Sophie.
Who's gonna win this race? We've got 12 to go.
I don't know anymore. Every leader is bottling it. It's just there's no way you can.
It's because it's
crazy stuff.
It's taken so long for it all to. And Mitch has still managed to stay ahead of Ricky. That despite the puncture, but Mitch obviously now on cold mediums. But yeah, this is just a crazy race. But Mitch, yeah, importantly for him, Mitch stayed ahead of Ricky because of Ricky's spin. And Arbar and Matrix are battling it out. And Matrix
got past.
Yeah.
You know what the worst thing is? MP is on 12 lap all inters, and Matrix got a puncture on 22 lap or 23 lap all inters. Yeah. So he won't make it until the end of the race as well. And Sophie is. So imagine the track staying the same condition as it is right now. Sophie will take her first win in tier 2.
MP pits.
Sort of the last person to expect to win this race as MP is in for medium tires as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the gap between Sophie and Ginger Ninja is pretty level pegging now.
It's staying the same now. So yeah. I think this next lap it's the time. Although he lost it coming out of the last turn, and now he lost 4 tenths compared to Sophie. Oh, we got yellow in sector 1. It's not Sophie. It's Williams. It's it's Roland. He's struggling.
And
I think he's fun.
And MP came out in P2. So MP could be, if he can get it going on the dry tyre, he might be able to leapfrog F1 Sophie. But the important thing we got to remember, all the drivers forgot about, there's no DRS enabled yet. We've not had DRS enabled, and that is normally the telltale sign.
Yeah, so you would say inters are still the way to go. As it shows right now, it is. Because Sophie is just extending her gap compared to MP. The track looks so dry. I can't see any spittle rain. I can't see any spray. But it's still better to be on the inters.
Oh, MP gets a big moment on the outside there.
No, Sophie is in. Why? Why is she spinning for soft tires? No way.
Oh.
No way.
I mean, you could potentially make the softs last. I think she did it because she was scared. Oh, there's a yellow in sector 3. I don't know who it is. I think it's Dan going slowly. I think Sophie did it because she was scared that MP would get back at her. I mean, it is very similar lap times now between the inter and the dry tyre. I think very soon we will get that DRS alert coming up. So to be fair, it probably wasn't worth the risk staying out on the inter. And being on the soft, she should be able to get more tyre temperature and be quick now. So it won't matter if she struggles towards the end, because she should be able to last these last 10 laps on them.
And she's extending the gap. She got a much better exit compared to MP, and I think she made the right call to stop for those soft tires.
Yeah, definitely.
And we got Ricky in front of Matrix, but in P5 and Matrix in P6, so it's damage limitation for Matrix at the moment. But Ricky is trying to get past Mitch, but Mitch has steady pace, and he will probably hold on for P4. Yeah, there's just crazy strategy calls by the drivers right here, and Sophie made definitely the right call to go onto the soft tires, because he extended the gap to MP by 1.3 seconds already on this lap.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, really good mentioning from Thomas. He says that she's still under fuel, and now the icon is back off, so she's really low on fuel. Don't see the fuel coming up if I'm looking at MP's telemetry, so he probably got a lot more to burn, but she's just extending the gap purely on grip. So I think it won't really matter. Let's have a look on the penalties because there could be something as well. Sophie, she only got 2 warnings. And Peach got a lot of penalties. She got 1, 2, 3 penalties. And plus a warning, so he's almost on 4 penalties. And Chinchilla, he's got 1 warning. So look at the gap between them. Chinchilla is gonna take P2 and Mitch is gonna take P3 as it stands right now.
Good battle
with
for
Ricky maybe as well.
Yep, good battle for P8, Robin and Juventus. The only battle really on track at the moment. After all the chaos we've had in the midpoint of this race, we've still got 9 laps left of dry running. And yeah, Sophie really pulled away, 7.8 seconds. But to be fair, MP is pulling away from Ginger Ninja. I think Ginger Ninja might have had a moment because he is only just ahead of Mitch now.
Yeah, Mitch now is within a second. Is DRS enabled yet? I don't know.
I don't know. I still don't think so.
We will see right now.
No. Oh yes, it is.
Yes,
yeah.
it is. So Mitch, he is looking to make a move on Ginger like he did on the inters as well. Can he make it stick? Overtake Mo, but he's not close enough, I think. Nope, he's too far away.
But he'll have DRS as well for the next section.
He will have DRS, much tighter lines from Mitch as he's looking to get past on the second straight. DRS open and she loses the back end. Oh, that was almost game over from Mitch. And Ricky is just looking at the battle and he just hoping for it to go wrong. So we can gain an easy 2 places with Matrix a lot of seconds behind him. So yeah, it's Ricky to go for the last podium spot together with Mitch. As MP is losing a lot of time to Sophie, so if Sophie just keeps the car on track, she's on for the first lady to ever win in Contest of Speed and to take her first win here in Tier 2.
Yeah, fantastic. Still a long part, with the way it's still treacherous, still a long way to go. There could still be another twist yet in this race. Wow. But Ginger Ninja looks to have pulled away a bit now, so maybe it was a mistake that Ginger Ninja had, which gave Mitch the chance to overtake. But yeah, Ginger Ninja's pulled a 1.6 second gap, so it looks like it could all be safe now.
Let's see if we got a battle going on. We got Juventus and Robin now. They're entering the stadium section. Robin is within a second, so he's trying to get past Juventus on this DRS straight. He is close enough, got a really good exit, and he's got a lot of ERS left to burn. Both on the hard tires. Robin got 1 lap older hards, but that should be fine for now. He's looking, he's gaining. Juventus is defending the inside. Robin needs to go for around the outside. Breaks late, makes the move stick. Juventus hanging on. Oh, Robin makes the move stick, lovely move. And he will get DRS again now. Yeah, so that's probably moved on. Unless Juventus is gonna go for a late braking move. Robin defends the inside. No, he goes back to the racing line. And that's moved on. No way Juventus gonna get past. That's Robin up to P8. Good move. And he's trying to get to our bar, but the gap is 6.5 seconds.
The track is so slow at the moment. 1:22 is the fastest lap set by Sophie. So still it's still very slippy out there. But yeah, it's F1 Sophie doing the job. 12.1 clear of MP. And MP doing a really good job. It's a shame about the penalties because he will fall down the order. But a P2 on track is a great result for him, a great recovery, because at one point he was stone dead last. And same with F1 Sophie. Both these people, both Sophie and MP, were at the back of the field. Sophie had no pace on the wet, but because they stayed on that into the longest, they have ultimately pulled a blinder and are going to maximise their point position. As Robin, for some reason, went on the grass there down the straight, but he lived to tell the tale. But
Yeah, Robin and Juventus are picking up a lot of penalties. Robert said it in the chat as well. You already said in the chat Juve got 17 seconds of penalties. So Juventus is really losing out at the moment, although Robin got a lot of penalties as well. So it's really gonna be a battle of who picks up the least amount of penalties. As Mitch is back into the 1 second window of Ginginia. Now it's 1 second. He's really close to the DRS again. But we know how well Ginginia can defend. And it's gonna be a real struggle for Mitch to get past him to take the final podium spot.
he got DRS though, so that will help down this straight. He'll get a good amount of time back on him.
Both really low on ERS, both got like sort of around the 30% mark of ERS. So that will make a difference, but with Mitch being in the DRS he can save a little bit more ERS as Ginginia picks up 3-second time penalty. So that's Mitch now theoretically up into P3.
Which will be P2 because of MP's penalties.
Yeah, Domres is in the chat. You think some of those pens are from the first lap craziness? He can probably get something of it removed. Yeah, I think so as well. But Robin on 6 seconds and Juventus on 17 seconds of time penalties. That's really gonna be a big difference, and I don't think Juventus can get that many penalties back to be in front of Robin again. As Engineer, he ran wide coming out of the S section, and that allows Mitch to get back right into the DRS window, and he's looking to get past on the next start finish straight.
Yeah, Ginger's really struggling in these conditions. He has got older tyres, they've done 10 laps now, so maybe it's starting to creep in those issues for him. Gets a good run. He's always got a good run in the last corner though.
Yeah, that was really helping him during the interstint as well. As Matrix now with the fastest lap, so now Ricky will only gain 1 point on Matrix. As I'm gonna look for the standings. Let's see. The gap is 6 points between Ricky and Matrix. Ricky will close in 1 point at the moment, so the gap will be 5 points coming into the last 3 rounds with USA coming up. This is gonna be really interesting coming up to the last couple of races. 5 points between the two Ferrari drivers, and Ricky will be pushing to take the fastest lap of Matrix, or he will be hoping for someone to take it off Matrix to make sure he gets 2 points instead of just only 1.
I think out of the two Ferrari drivers, I think Ricky will be the much happier because it could have gone so badly when he got that wing damage. But for him, Matrix made the error of pitting so early at the end. Ultimately, it was so early to pit that it, for some reason, I don't know why both Ferrari drivers pitted on the Inter. It made no sense whatsoever to pit so early, and it caused them both issues as Mitch sets the fastest lap. So Mitch has taken the lap, and here we go. It's another defence drive for the Mercedes. Mitch around the outside, late braking. Careful, guys, you don't lose each other. Mitch just going down the inside. Oh, they make contact.
No,
Mitch has spun.
Mitch.
No. And that's gift Ricky another spot.
That's Ricky gaining points. He will be happy. Oh, Mitch is throwing away a podium. He went for the move. Ginginia shuts the door. And that's Ricky now up to P4. And he's looking to get past Ginginia as well. He got a little bit fresher mediums. And is he able to get past Ginginia?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Ricky's got the pace, to be fair. But yeah, Mitch, fair play. He went and he showed a bit more elbows. But unfortunately, the Mercedes was a little bit further ahead, and it always can cause the rear axle to spin when you have those situations. And now he has a fast Matrix charging behind as well.
Oh, Ricky will be begging Mitch to stay in front of Matrix. Matrix now, he's within a second. Yes, he is. So Matrix, he will get DRS. He's low on ERS, so it won't be an easy move on Mitch, but he's taking the fastest lap again. So Ricky, he will be really hoping for Mitch to stay in P6, which he's doing now. I don't see him closing in on Mitch that much. No P isn't. Mitch holds on for P5. But Ricky, he closed in half a second on the last lap. So maybe he can make a move on Gintini as well.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe he was just letting those guys battle as Dan takes the fastest lap away. Dan and P14.
Oh, Ricky will be happy. Of Matrix now, 5/10 is the gap compared to Mitch. And we know how fast Matrix is on those medium tires, so maybe he can snatch away the fastest lap again. And Ricky, he's losing time again compared to Gingenia, so I don't see him making a move. We are entering... No, it's not the last lap. We got 2 laps to go. As Gingenia, he picks up 3 seconds again. So let's see what the difference is. Ricky's got... Wait a second. Ricky got 3 warnings, but not a penalty. So Gingenia with 2 penalties now.
Oh, Matrix takes the fastest lap back.
Out. He takes it back just like I said. So that's again an extra point for Matrix. Oh, these guys are going for it.
And he's making the move on Mitch. Mitch is hanging around the outside though. Fair play to Mitch. Birdie. Yeah, Matrix good battling between the two of them. Matrix takes that P5, but I wonder for how much longer. Because Matrix obviously has those penalties. So I would have thought Mitch will retake that position. So Ricky could end up with a P2 here.
You can, MP has a lot of time penalties. So Ricky is on for maybe a 2nd place, if not a 3rd place. While Matrix with 2.8 seconds behind, he can take a podium spot as well if he hurries up.
Another
it takes up 3 seconds again. No way. Never mind what I said. Commentators cursed. Oh, we got yellow sector 1. We're struggling. Can't see anyone. It's gone already.
Might be
R-Bar fighting with Juventus, and Robin is losing out on it. P9 for him. Won't be happy about that one. And Mitch, he's still within a second. Now within DRS, Matrix with another fastest lap. He gets that point back from Dan. Well, Ronald now on the soft tires as well. So can he manage to put in that fastest lap? He's trying. He's in hot lap at the moment on fresh soft tires.
Yeah, that time. Oh, Mitch gets a penalty. So Mitch gets his...
Oh, that could be crucial.
Right at the end, but he's right up at the back of Matrix. He's looking down the inside, but thinks better off it. But meanwhile, we're going to have to go to our race. F1 Sophie, who's going into the stadium section now. She is about to make history. In the stadium section. Wow.
The stadium section she goes. She's already waving across the track. This is the first girl to take a weight in console speed and her first win in Tier 2. Great driving by Sophie. She did an amazing job. And now it's going to be interesting to see MP. He's coming across the line, but he's got a lot of penalties. So Gingenia, will he get past? Yes or no? He will. And then Ricky will gain 2 positions. He will. P2 for Ricky. Oh, it's P6 for Matrix. No way.
Yes. So Ricky did get a P2. So that's a good few points that Ricky has taken. And look at this battle. R-Bar and Robin together once again. Still, these guys have not been able to divide each other all race long. And it looks like R-Bar on track is going to hold it, but Robin's going to go around the outside, is he? Oh, careful, don't hit the wall, guys. He doesn't. The Red Bull holds on just ahead of Robin and Juventus and Fallen. Fallen coming along now to get ahead of Juventus in the end with P9. And Wisey Boy, the final guy.
What a race we've just witnessed. This was mental stuff. I can't describe how crazy this race was. Everyone needs to watch this back because this was just a masterclass from Sophie and a lot of drama for the championship standings. And I think this is Ricky back up in the championship lead, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely with that good 17 points. Although Matrix did get the fastest lap, he ended up finishing down in P6. So, yes. You wouldn't have thought that would have happened at the halfway point of the race.
100% not. This, you couldn't script this. Like I said, there was so much drama going on. Yeah, we really got our money back.
Yeah, F1 Sophie wins the race, Ricky in P2, Ginger Ninja 3rd, Mitch 4th, MP 5th, Matrix 6th, Arbar 7th, Real Robin in 8th, Fallen in 9th, Juventus 10th, Wisey Boy in 11th, Matty Robbo 12th, Roland 13th, Dan in P14, and then just the sole DNF in the end was Dan Robbo. Just one DNF in that whole race. A crazy, crazy race. But fastest lap was Matrix, 118.4 in the end.
Yeah, we got to the side drive of the day. It's gonna be a task, but I'm gonna give it to Sophie, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Sophie as well. I would, because she got her and MP got the tyre choice right, and in fact she did it even better than MP because she pitted a lap later at the best time and went on to the best tyre, which was the soft tyre as well. Like all the choices she made was perfection, and in the end had a comfortable win.
100%. So well done to Sophie. She took the win and driver of the day. Really good job. We got Ginger in the commentary box. So make sure your audio is on, allowed to be shared. Waiting for the rest of the people, podium guys, to join as well, and then we will be back in a sec. I'm not quite sure if Sophie's gonna join, so we'll just start with our P3 and P2, and then if she joins during the interviews, we'll interview her as well. Engineer, going on, starting with you. You had quite an entertaining race, picked up wing damage during the first lap, but you had great defending overall. You hold on and you made a good strategy call at the end. Tell us about what happened on the first lap.
Oh, well, that was a bit of a chaotic start. I don't think I had any temperature in my brakes and just completely misjudged the braking zone into turn 4. I think it was turn 4. And yeah, many apologies to Ricky. Sorry about that. That was my mistake entirely. But yeah, the rest of the race was, yeah, as you saw, pretty interesting.
Yeah, really good defending. You did the same like you did in Singapore as well. Really good defending. It was really your exit speed that made the difference. Then you made a strategy call to go on to the dry tire. Were you expecting the track to dry up quicker, or do you just admit it was your fault with the strategy that you were struggling at the beginning?
Yeah, I had no idea what was going to happen. I wasn't listening to the stream as to what was the weather was going to do, but I decided to stay out on the first set of inters, and when I pitted they were dead, so I had to either pit for the second set of inters or some mediums. So I decided to take the gamble, but didn't pay off. But P3, I'm very happy.
Yeah, really well done. Congratulations
couple of
on
crap
P3.
races.
Yeah, congratulations. Then going on to P2, Ricky, you must be absolutely buzzing. You extended your gap, or you overtook Matrix in the championship standings now with quite an eventful race, I can say. tell us about it. Why did you think well, it was the right surgical to make a second stop for Inters? Because that was quite interesting.
Well, my inters were on 50%, and I just felt like if I didn't pit, Matrix was going to pit and do the undercut. I didn't fancy the first set to get all the way, and it was really just about trying to keep Matrix on the worst strategy, really. But I came out behind traffic, and then I got damaged. I don't know who spun, but I got caught up in it.
Yeah, it was Fallen who spun, and
Yeah, I
it
got
gave you
caught up
wing
in it.
damage.
Yeah, I think even without wing damage, I probably would have gone behind Matrix. But yeah, madness. I got spun a couple of times. I got hit a couple of times. I don't know how I got P2, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, you just got out of all the carnage at the end of the race. You saw the battle between Gingy and Mitch as well. Mitch spun, and it gave you an extra position, as well as you had a really low amount of penalties, which gave you P2 at the end. Going to the last 3 races, now you are back up into the championship standings. Do you expect to hold on, or do you think Matrix is gonna come back at you and take the championship lead back again?
Well, I'm certainly not the favourite to win the championship, but I was fighting for my life. First few laps against Matrix, I was not giving him an inch. Just parking it on the apex, trying to. I knew he was quicker than me, so I needed to stay in front. It was all about trying to keep the Ferrari number 2 in front. So if it did go to dries, I had first option. Because then even then he would have he would have to double stack, give me a little bit of advantage. So I knew I wasn't going to go down with that fight. And 3 races, no, is it 4 races to go?
3 races: USA, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi.
We got Belgium as well to rerun. So.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So 4 races.
But yeah, 4 races. It's gonna be fun.
It really is. So congratulations on P2, mate. Really good job, and it's gonna be interesting to see what you can do in the next couple of races.
Thanks.
So that wraps up this very eventful Mexico Grand Prix. One of the most exciting races so far in this season, especially on this game. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching. We were on top of Twitch in the F1 2019 category, so that was really nice. We had 42 viewers at some point, so that was really nice. Thank you guys for joining the commentary box. Lewis, thank you for joining the commentary with me again, as always.
Yeah, no worries. What a race. Well, all the guys who have been in the race will be in for a treat to find out how the hell, especially Ricky, you have no idea how you ended up in P2. I think a lot of drivers will be questioning how they ended up finishing where they did finish. So yeah, crazy race. Thanks again.
Yeah, no worries. Really enjoy it, and yeah, we're on for a really exciting end of the championship. So make sure you tune in next week again for the Tier 2 race, and make sure you will be there for the end of the season, as well as tomorrow we have the Tier 1 drivers again. Also about Mexico, hopefully dry conditions, because I hate rain. So yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow, make sure you tune in next week, and I hope to see you guys back all. Goodbye. Have a good night.